LGBTQ recommendation video. Now, I know I've not done a lot of these recently. My apologies for that. Just been taking a step back from that and my writing, although I'm glad to say that I'm writing again. Took a little bit of a step back just to deal with the amount of abuse I get online for these and for my writing, but I screwed a lot of them. Here I am with another one. Now, this one is a 2-for-1 special. Salmonweird by M.G. Mason. Now, there is literally no way to describe both these books without giving a huge spoiler, because they're so utterly unique in the best way possible of explaining it. A detective who is alive is investigating the murder of a ghost. If I explain any more than that, it will be quite the spoiler, because there's a wonderfully eclectic cast of characters, and there's twists, there's turns, there's all sorts. But let me just read the blurb on the back for you of Salmonweird #1. Is it possible to kill a person who is already dead? That's the question facing DI retired Carl Blackman. He hoped his retirement to Cornwall from Cambridge would be idyllic and quiet. His new home, the picturesque village of Salmonweird, was nothing if not idyllic and quiet. Salmonweird, in fact, had nothing to set it apart from any other Sleepers Colony's village. Until the ghosts arrived, leading to Carl's wife, Valerie, going back to Cambridge to escape an Iron Age warrior queen on the lookout for Romans, a pirate crew on the lookout for rum, an Elizabethan poet on the lookout for a publisher, and a medieval monk on the lookout for plague. Could it have gotten any weirder? Ah, yes. The murders. That's #1. And a Salmonweird slaying is, well, a wonderfully festive addition to the series. It's December, and for Carl Blackman, the only living person in the Cornist ghost village of Salmonweird, that means unleashing his inner 6-year-old. But all is not well when, following the Advent Sunday service, one resident willingly returns to the afterlife with only Carl to witness it. But Carl doesn't believe it was willing, and nobody in the village believes Carl when he said he saw something that night. It's Christmas time in Salmonweird, and once again there's a murderer on the loose, and it's down to the village's only detective and his Roman sidekick to stop them. Now, as my father would say, if that doesn't wet your whistle, then I don't know what will. But while it might sound a bit weird, pun intended, they're actually very heartfelt, very poetic in its flow, and the characters are ones that will stay with you long after you've read the books, to such a degree that when you've read the books, you're going to want to read them again and again and again, like I have. I've read the first one. I think I'm on my 4th reread, and I have noticed something new, like little Easter eggs, little facets of the characters, their foibles, their little quirks. I've noticed something new every single time. That just shows how good a writer M.G. Mason is, and it's the same with a Salmonweird slaying. Now, as much as I love those covers, they do have new covers. They've been re-released with like new art on the covers and all sorts. I will, in this video, at the end of it probably, stick a picture of the new covers on there for you. They're wonderfully subtle. There's a great little joke about, you know what? Have a look at the covers. It makes me laugh. It's probably a little bit of an in-joke for like the UK crowd, but it's funny. All I'm going to say is jam first or clotted cream first. You'll get what I mean when you see the covers. But the books, while being riotously funny, and they had me in absolute hysterics on more than one occasion, they're also, like I said before, heartfelt. They take a look at grief, at loss of all kinds, at love, at the differences of people, and how sometimes the small-minded among us can see the differences as a bad thing. It tackles identity of all sorts. It's got a wonderful cast of characters, like I keep saying. And while tackling those heavy-duty storylines with their characters, and each one is different with their own reasons for why they are, how they are, why they do what they do. All while tackling all of that, it's a wonderfully beautiful story. It's a wonderfully beautiful set of books. And one of the things I like the most is it's just so incredibly rereadable. Like I said earlier, you can read it again and again and notice something new every single time. And that is a wonderful advert for a book, really. If you can read it again and again, and enjoy it just as much, if not more, or read it again and again and find new little twists and turns, new reasons why the characters are how they are and things like that. It's a wonderful, wonderful advert for the book. And I can't rate the Salmonweird books high enough. They're two of my favourite books that I have read. Not just indie books either, just in general. They're two of my favourite books that I've read in a long time. And the best comparison that I can think of for M.G. Mason's writing style is, if you like the caustic sarcasm of some of the Neil Gaiman books, but also the fun, cheeky but adventurous side of the Terry Pratchett books, especially the Discworld books, then if you like either Gaiman or Pratchett, then you are going to absolutely fall in love with the books of M.G. Mason like I have. And they are a wonderfully talented writer, wonderfully talented person, wonderfully supportive person as well. So I urge you, if you can, follow them on all their social medias, buy their books, promote their books, recommend them to people. If someone is looking for something in the guise of a Neil Gaiman book or a Terry Pratchett book or even a Craig Short Gardner book, then send them into the direction of M.G. Mason, because they won't be sorry. They are wonderful books written by a wonderful writer. Well, with that in mind, honestly, go get the books. I know I keep saying it, but seriously, go get the books now. Get off your ass, get your laptop open, or your PC, or your phone. Go on to Amazon, order yourself these books. I've got Kindle, paperback, whichever. Order them. They're amazing. Now, I got mine directly from M.G. Mason, and they came with a wonderfully cute bookmark. They came with a flyer for a fireworks evening set in the world of the books. There was even a loyalty card for the for drinks in the world as well, and that was such a wonderfully personal touch, and I loved it. So thank you, M.G. Mason, for that. And that's me, your friendly neighbourhood non-binary and pansexual author, signing off. I hope you like this video. Please, again, go get the books. Why are you there? Why not buy one of mine? Up to you. But seriously though, all seriously and all joking aside, M.G. Mason is honestly one of the best indie writers out there, if not one of my favourite writers, full stop. And honestly, I can't recommend their books high enough. So with that in mind, love you all. Trans rights are human rights. And in this Pride Month, let's just follow a really simple rule. Whether you're LGBTQ yourself or you're an ally, just follow a simple rule. Don't be a dick. Love you all. Catch you in the next one.